So hey guys, what's up? And today I'm going to be talking about an anime and manga called Meriko-chan. I'm not really sure, how to pronounce Meriko, so I'm just going to call it Meriko-chan. And this video is unscripted, by the way, so I apologize for any, stupidity. And yeah, let's just get started. So first of all, I'm going to be reading the plot of the series, the synopsis. Miko Yotsuya's eyes water as she fixates on a single spot on her phone. She ignores yet another dreadful, horrific monster that is in her face, uttering the disturbing words, "Can you see me?" Before now, Miko enjoyed her unassuming high school days with late night horror shows serving only as a form of entertainment. But ever since one fateful day, she is the only person aware of the invisible monsters walking freely among humans. Courageously, Miko makes a bold decision that she will never, under any condition, acknowledge the presence of the horrid specters. However, when she pretends that they do not exist, she can still see how they disturb people around her, especially her best friend, the energetic and lovely Hana Yurikawa. In order to protect them from the monster's annoyances, Miko gives it her best to continue her school life and avoid any troublesome crisis, even when they scare her to tears. Okay, sorry for the stuttering. So now, first of all, I'm going to be starting with the manga review. Now, I'll be honest. The manga starts off like pretty good. The art is also really good because it's a seinen manga, and so basically at first it seems like a horror comedy, type which doesn't have any story, but I think it's kind of episodic type. It's kind of like an episodic type series, but then slowly evolves into a series that has a plot similar to stuff like Samurai Champloo, and Kawaii Bebop, which are pretty odd examples, but yes, it is similar to that in a different kind of way. And I like how it makes the viewer kind of like it makes the viewer feel terrified and disturbed, and but at the same time it's a very comedic standpoint of what's actually happening. I mean, like, from Miko's perspective, this shit is not funny. This is actually terrifying. I mean, there's literally a disgusting, disturbing, like, ghost, just staring into your fucking face while you're trying to just browse Instagram on your phone. And from the viewer's standpoint, it can be a very comedic situation. Like, see, in my opinion, I did not really feel scared by the ghosts at all. I didn't really care. But I know that for a lot of people, this can be really disturbing. And for me, it was actually a little bit more comedic than disturbing, because I don't really know how to say it. You just need to watch the show for yourself and decide what do you find, which genre do you think this suits more, horror or comedy. Well, one more thing is that I like how the plot slowly progresses into something much more than a horror comedy of Miko just ignoring the ghosts and stuff like that. It evolves into something where it makes you question, like, what are these things, and what do they want exactly. And I actually can't say much about the manga, except, well, I really like how the author makes this really nice detailed art. Like, the manga art is so, how do I say, it makes you feel uncomfortable, whereas I know that the anime makes it a little bit more comedic and it's not as disturbing, to be honest. But in the manga, because of the manga art style and the ink lines, or the digitally drawn inkish sketchish type lines and stuff, it makes it a little bit more horrifying, rather than comedic. And yeah, it's a really good manga. You should really check it out. Plus, it also sorry, one more thing I forgot to mention. Sorry for making you guys bored by now, but this is a very important thing that I'm about to say, is that this series, it also teaches you the lesson that you should not judge a book by its cover, because there's one part of this story where one episode or chapter, sorry, where it shows that there's a guy. So they find a cat. Okay, then there are two guys who come to pick the cat up. One guy who looks like a really handsome dude and one gangster looking boy. But as Meriko-chan can see ghosts, she sees that the handsome dude has spirits of angry cats. So she knows that something is wrong. but whereas the gangster, intimidating, scary looking dude, literally has like two cats in this really who are really happy as ghosts. So that's why she gives the cat to the gangster boy, because she knows that, it also does show how, society kind of looks at things. But from Meriko Chan's point, she can see these ghosts and stuff. She can see extra stuff and what people's true intentions are. And it's a really good manga and a really good story that, like it tries to go in. Like, I don't really know how to explain this manga. It is really hard to explain a manga like this because it is a little bit unique. It's a horror comedy that shows people's intentions at times. Like, it's really weird. Okay, sorry for making you guys bored. Now it's time to talk about the anime. Now, the anime has done a good job so far. It's a pretty faithful adaptation. Animation is nothing special. Art is also nothing special. The designs of the spirits look really good. I really love, how much effort they put into the designs. And also, fun fact: it is the same person who made the curse designs of Jujutsu Kaisen is the one working on the design of the spirits in this anime. And one thing I don't like is how much ecchi and over sexualization they did in the anime compared to the manga. So yeah, maybe they should tone that down a little bit. And so what else should I say? Like, I respect the fact that they did not cut out stuff. I respect that. I just think that one story plot point which they actually added a little bit earlier, but it happens a little bit later in the manga. I think they should have stuck to the manga format because I think it was still better, even though most people will not agree on that. And you should still check out the anime adaptation first. I think when it stops airing, then maybe you should start the manga. So yeah, currently I'm pretty sure it's on episode 6 while recording this video, and I've only watched till episode 5 because nowadays anime and manga is becoming kind of boring for me. Yeah, and I know this review was not really satisfying or good, but this is all I can really say about this because it is a really unique anime and manga. So yeah, so far the anime adaptation has been really good, and I recommend that you check it out because I think it is worth checking out before reading the manga. So thank you guys for watching this shitty video. Sorry for it being so stupid and boring and unscripted. I just did it unscripted because I really didn't have the time to write a script because I had some things going on. I'm a little bit busy. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video again, and I'll see you guys next time. So please forgive me, and peace out.